Good afternoon, Mr. Smith. My name is Nick Euler. I'm the National Accounts Rep for Fastenal in this region. How about this weather we're having?
So certainly is something, isn't it?
It certainly is. May I set my papers here?
Sure. Have a seat.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, can you tell me who your main suppliers are for your inventory needs?
Our three vendors we currently order from are United States Prep, Northern State Supply, and the Oxygen Service Company, but we have other vendors as well.
Okay. And does New Flyer manage this inventory, or the vendors do it for you?
Well, our system notifies our purchasers when the inventory is low.
Okay. Do you ever have problems with your inventory being off?
Actually, constantly.
Okay. And do you ever have problems with running out of stock because your inventory is off, or have problems getting your inventory on time because you're ordering from so many different vendors?
It has happened, yes.
Do you ever worry about the implications that this might have, whether it be slowed or stopped production, wasted employee time, both of these causing late shipping for you?
Yes, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it.
Actually, that's why I'm here. If I told you I had a way to provide New Flyer and an end to worrying and keeping production at full speed without any extra cost to New Flyer, would you be interested in hearing more about how I can do this?
Yeah, please fill me in.
I'm suggesting putting a Fastenal branch inside your manufacturing center. Having an implant would allow New Flyer to switch all its inventory over to vendor managed inventory, or VMI. This would guarantee that New Flyer would have what it needs when it needs it without having a large amount of inventory on hand. Is this something you'd like to hear more about?
I think so. Please continue.
Fastenal is the country's leader in VMI. When you combine our industrial vending solutions, which is the fastest growing in the world, with the expertise of the Fastenal personnel that would manage the branch in your manufacturing center, Fastenal is built to reduce customer inventory, reduce customer downtime, and to meet your needs. Would you like to hear how Fastenal can help save you even more money?
Of course.
One nice feature of an implant is the contract. In a standard contract, we negotiate savings goals and set up volume incentive rebates. We can do this by using our buyer power and supplier network to save you money off your previous price paid, and we can also help with consumption reductions. Do you have any questions on what I've said so far?
Can you explain the volume incentives?
Certainly. Your numbers may differ from these a little bit, but this is an example of a previous customer. You see, if they had spent $5 million with Fastenal over the year, they would reach the 3.5% rebate mark. So at the end of the year, they would receive a $175,000 rebate check. Did I answer your question?
Yep.
Excellent. I also want to explain how an implant works in a little more detail. An implant would allow New Flyer to eliminate much of its inventory while still having easy access to all the supplies necessary for production. Fastenal can guarantee this because our only objective is to focus on having what New Flyer needs when they need it so that production never has to be slowed. I also mentioned the savings that Fastenal would provide New Flyer. In this example, say we negotiate to show you 4% savings. If New Flyer were to spend $300,000 a month with Fastenal, Fastenal would have to show New Flyer $12,000 a month in savings, or $144,000 per year. We would go about this by recording hard savings, such as selling you an item you previously bought from a different vendor for a better price. We would also try to show you savings through consumption reduction, freight fees, and product replacement. Is all this clear to you?
Yes, yeah, it is.
Now that you know a couple of the benefits that Fastenal can provide New Flyer, wouldn't you agree that New Flyer needs a Fastenal implant?
Actually, I'm not quite sure at the moment.
Fastenal is guaranteeing to save New Flyer money through the contract and is offering rebate checks, not to mention the peace of mind that comes with not having to worry about receiving your product on time, whether or not inventory is right, or the amount of time it would save your purchasers on having to reorder the same parts over and over all the time at no extra cost. Are you sure that New Flyer can afford to pass up on a delay or to even delay this opportunity? When would be a good time to get together and to negotiate and sign a contract so that New Flyer and Fastenal can start working together to help each other grow?
You know, I have to get together with the rest of the department heads to see when they're free.
Could we set up a date to go over it? We can reschedule later if no one is able to attend. I'm free next Thursday, 18th, if that works for you.
That should work, yeah. I'll notify the other heads.
Perfect. Here's my card. Could I get yours?
So, yeah. Yep.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'll call you Monday to make sure everything is still a go for the 18th then.
Perfect.